Have you ever been this close to something good? A relationship, a goal, a breakthrough, and then somehow you ruined it. You procrastinated when it mattered, you picked a fight for no real reason, you quit right before things started working, and later you thought, why did I do that to myself? Here's the real question. If humans are wired to survive and succeed, why do so many of us sabotage the very things we want most? Here's the short answer. People self-sabotage because their brain is trying to protect them, not from failure, but from emotional danger. Self-sabotage isn't stupidity, it isn't laziness, it isn't a lack of motivation. It's protection, just badly outdated protection. Think of your brain like an overprotective security system. It was installed years ago, maybe in childhood, maybe after a painful failure, rejection, or loss. Back then, it learned rules like, don't stand out, it's safer. If you don't try, you can't fail. If you leave first, you won't be abandoned. Success creates expectations. Expectations create pressure. The problem? That security system never updated its software. So now, when something good shows up, a promotion, a healthy relationship, a big opportunity, your brain doesn't see reward, it sees threat. Let's say someone wants to start a business. They're excited, motivated. They watch videos, plan ideas, tell people about it. But when it's time to actually launch, they procrastinate. They overthink. They keep preparing forever. Why? Because success would mean being visible, being judged, being responsible, possibly failing publicly. So the brain says, danger detected, abort mission. And it doesn't do this by screaming, stop. It does it quietly. You're not ready yet. One more course won't hurt. Now's not the right time. That's self-sabotage. Another example, relationships. Someone finally meets a healthy partner. No drama, no chaos, no games. And suddenly, they feel bored. They start nitpicking. They emotionally pull away. They create conflict out of nowhere. Why? Because their nervous system learned that love equals instability. So calm feels unfamiliar. Unfamiliar feels unsafe. And the brain thinks, this doesn't feel like home. Something must be wrong. So it recreates chaos, not because they want pain, but because pain is predictable. Self-sabotage usually shows up right before success, intimacy, visibility, growth, stability. Not at the beginning, at the edge, because that's where identity gets threatened. Here's the part most people miss. Self-sabotage isn't about fear of failure, it's about becoming someone new. Success changes how people see you. It changes expectations. It changes your role. And deep down, your brain asks, who am I if this works? Will people still accept me? What if I can't go back? Failure hurts, yes, but identity change feels like death to the nervous system. So the brain chooses the pain it already knows. This is why people stay in jobs they hate, why they repeat the same relationship patterns, why they almost succeed but never fully. Not because they're broken, but because familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar freedom. That's the real enemy. So here's what I want to know from you. Where do you notice self-sabotage showing up? Is it procrastination, overthinking, quitting too early, choosing the wrong people, talking yourself out of opportunities? And here's a bigger question. What do you think your brain is trying to protect you from? Drop your thoughts in the comments, not the polished answer, the honest one. If this video helped you see yourself more clearly, hit like so it reaches someone who needs it. And if you want to stop fighting yourself and start understanding yourself, subscribe. Because once you understand why you sabotage, you stop hating yourself for it. And that's where real change starts.